Sometimes I wonder whether, do I really know as much about computers as I do?
Listen,
Because
I
there's
try really
sometimes
hard. Okay, we're live now. Okay.
that's
Let me
where
get into my chat on my multiple freaking stupid devices. Hold on.
that's where
Saturday shit chat.
I have
We're gonna
two
get it
degrees
turned
and
down.
sometimes I feel dumb as shit.
You know what? I am just listen, this is the wild, wild west over here. I don't have any mods for my shit, and I don't even know how to acquire mods or approve them.
But
You know?
on YouTube,
Eh, yeah, it's Mad Max and the Thunderdome in my comments these days. I don't even know how to mod myself.
YouTube it
Does it
so you got
self
to go
mod
through.
to a certain extent?
Oh yeah, you can mod, yeah. Yeah, you can mod some you can assign mods. It's a different process than it is definitely with TikTok. It's you got to go through the channel settings, the you just the regular YouTube settings, or like the channel settings.
I
It's
know
one of those
nothing
two
about any of
settings.
that.
But yeah,
But all right, welcome to Saturday Shit Show. I am so honored to have Angry IT Nerd as my guest host today. Always a pleasure chit-chatting with you. It's always a fun time and lots of laughter, so I'm super excited to have you here. Um,
I'm
here
excited too.
Yay!
This is gonna be
Here at
fun.
the Saturday Shit Show, it is where sativa meets sarcasm.
A little bit.
And a
I'm a,
little,
I'm a, I'm a, I'm a little bit
of stupidity.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm a little high, so we're about to go on an adventure right now.
Oh, are we? Yay!
Ah!
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, flying through the sky. All right, so Saturday Shit Show. I have a
Yeah,
feeling this is going to divulge into just whatever conversation, but I would like to start with a topic if I could. Did you
sure.
happen to peep that video I sent you of the pumpkin edition of Baby Reborn? What the fuck?
Listen, all right. First of all, I don't know what's going on with your algorithm, okay? And how you get like disturbing shit like that. I mean, I thought my shit was bad. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. My shit's bad. I go through shit and there's sometimes that just shit just pops
Mm.
up. I was like, the fuck this? No. And it, and I know that they say with algorithm, you tailor it to, the shit that you like. But sometimes, Bunny, all right, I
It's
know
not
you have
me though.
told
Okay,
me,
now to be
I
fair,
know,
to be fair.
listen, I know at the many times that we have spoken, and I realize that,
I
that
research
shit,
weird things. I
there,
research weird things,
you
be it
research
for
weird things
work or
and
personal, side quests. I
yeah,
research some weird shit.
yeah, I know. Cause I mean, yeah, there's something wrong,
Listen,
and
I am one Prozac,
hey,
one missed Prozac away from being a national news story. Let's be real here, you
well, I
know.
mean, I know you're one Miss Prozac away from a Netflix documentary. So I mean, I know this. I know this. Okay,
It's it's endearing.
that's part of your charm. Okay,
It's part of my savoir-faire.
absolutely. And so it why I'm not sure what disturbs me more. Okay, the simple fact is that this came up on your For You, or the simple fact is on TikTok, or the simple fact is that
Somebody
somebody
created that.
made this.
Somebody was sitting doom
And
scrolling, thinking to themselves, it would be a
you know
great
what?
idea for me to make a gelatinous pumpkin that peels. Okay, let's set the scene for the audience. Tricina's in here. She'll love this.
Oh,
So
Tristina, this is going to
Tricina,
be great.
I'll forward the video to you when we get off of here. You're gonna absolutely love it. But let me paint you a
Oh,
picture, chat.
you love it as
It,
a
it
loose term. That's a very loose term. You're being loosey goosey with the term, madam.
it is a dense gelatinous pumpkin. Maybe silicone. I don't know. Where the top is removable if you peel it apart like those peeling gummies. And I didn't stay in the video long enough to find out if it's actually like candy that it's wrapped in because
Oh, I stayed all the way to the end. I watched that motherfucker.
is it candy? Is it
I
candy
was
that
in,
can
I
you
was
eat the pumpkin?
no, it's
Okay.
a little tiny doll baby with a little
In a gelatinous placenta
yeah, yeah. And when
that you
you
literally
essentially you birth it, you birth the goddamn baby, and it has
came
a
with
little
accessories in
yeah
the pumpkin. Like, I'm
in
sorry,
the
I
pump.
have
No,
pushed out 4 kids. I do not remember a single one of them coming out with
this
their own fucking pasty.
listen, they that shit came with a goddamn a diaper, a fucking a top thing to go over, then and
A
and
little
and a
hat,
bottle and a
a little
bottle,
wrap,
a little wrap and a little
wrap.
mini bottle to put in and like a little thing,
And
a
did
little
you
hat.
notice she was covering its parts, which leads me to
Hmm.
believe that
Hmm.
it's anatomically correct
It
too.
is. It is. Oh yes, it is. It is. Yes, it looks like a very tiny baby that just like literally fits in a palm. It's like the
It
size
looks like
of.
a baby that was
It's
maybe
almost like the
born
size.
like yeah.
It's like the size of this little tiny remote here. Yeah, it is highly disturbing. It's not candy. It is an actual like little tiny doll that you birth that has
Right. Like you take
accessories.
out it, like you unwrap it. Okay, it comes in like this blue wrapping, people, and you take the sticker off and you unwrap it and you unfold it as you go. And then once you have slowly peeled the layers, much like an onion, and acquired, okay, so like think about those like Christmas parties where they do the saran wrap balls. The more
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
unwrap it, the more crap comes out, right?
Hmm.
So it started with like a couple of things, and then down inside the pumpkin was the bottle, a ghost, and a pacifier,
Yes.
and a ball of goo. It
Just
cannot be described any other way than clarified gelatinous fat.
yeah. That yes. That's a fairly accurate description.
And you
And
literally take and like
like you have to cut open the pumpkin,
it's
right?
like a C-section. It's a
Yeah.
C-section.
Yeah, you cut open the pumpkin, take the thing out and it has the little gelatinous ball and then you start opening it. You take out the little clothes and the bottle and the little, that hat, whatever, and all this shit like that. And then you birth the child. And
Complete with amniotic view.
mhm, yeah, at first I looked at it, I was like, okay, this kind of interesting thing here. Okay, a little jelly thing. And like, what the fuck is that a face? Oh my God, is that a head? What in the goddamn fuck am I looking at? Is that, oh my God, what am I fuck? Goddamn bunny.
Didn't it
God,
feel like a scene
God
from
damn it,
like
bunny.
a B level horror movie cutting room floor?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And at the end, the whole thing, I was thinking that at the end, it just landed on, God damn it, bunny.
If I had to see it, so did you.
And that's fair. That's fair. Because I mean, honestly,
Now
some
you
shit like
notice
that
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 little
that popped up.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that little baby, that little tiny nugget of a human. What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck ever? You
Right,
notice
right.
you notice it was Caucasian.
Uh-huh.
That is
Yeah.
100% some white
That
people shit.
oh that is oh that's straight up white people shit. I mean you'll never catch anybody black with that.
That
You'll
is
never
white
catch it.
people shit on a listen, listen, listen.
That shit
I
no.
am lily white. I actively avoid the sun because I baked myself when I was younger and I am scared to death of skin cancer, okay? So like the sun and I, we have a no contact relationship, okay? And that is whiter than my whiteness, okay? Listen, when I say I
And
got you, homie, I say it, I
that
got you, homie.
that's
I am
fair.
fucking white. Okay?
And again, that's fair. I get it.
Fucking
And
criminal caucasity of creating some shit like that. Oh
But
my God.
that that's a hate crime. Like
That is a hate crime.
that should be a war crime. Matter of fact, that should be, you know,
Listen, if you buy one of those, I
who
feel like you need to be on a registry somewhere.
you
If you
you
purchase
buy
one
that,
of
you
the,
definitely you
especially,
belong on a list. You belong on some kind of list.
listen, if
That's all I got
you
to say. You
if
belong
you
on some
are
kind of
in the
list.
past if you are in the pastoral or scouting industry and you purchase one of those, just go ahead and take yourself to the police station, please.
Just
Okay? Like
so
on
just
your
go
way
ahead.
back from picking that up from your PO box that you have so that you can
Hmm.
send your indiscriminate, brown wrapped packages to, just go ahead and swing on by your nearest annex
Yeah,
and pop
and
in. Maybe have a
and
conversation with them.
and if they ask you why are you there, tell them, hey,
Questionable life choices.
I I made this
I feel like
in my
maybe my
basement.
whiteness.
I
I feel
made
like
this
maybe
in my basement,
I
and I
feel like maybe
think
my whiteness has
that
gone complete blanco.
and I think my whiteness has gone out of control. I mean,
Right, like I think maybe my whiteness needs to be checked.
yeah, and I mean, I
Because
took an
I'm
ancestry
practically
D.
transparent at this point.
I can say is this: I took an ancestry DNA, test, and I'm 8% white, so 8% of me can relate. That's
I
about
can
all I
see it.
got.
I can totally see it too. I can see it in you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
8%.
definitely see it there. Yeah. That 8% would definitely explain your government name.
Yeah, that.
Now it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm. 8%, y'all. Just
That's okay. You know what? I did an ancestry DNA and I found out that I was 47% of something. Do you want to know what it was?
if you say you were 47% a bitch,
A snarky bitch. I come from the island of Snark.
my bad. Snarky bitch. You got me. You got me on that one. You
It
got
is
me.
it is Caucasia adjacent.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
So
So
you're not from the Caucasus Mountains. It's from the Caucasus Annex.
I'm from the Caucasus adjacent islands. So we carry their
Gotcha.
characteristics but not their beliefs.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right.
Hence the non-practicing white, title, because we don't practice their beliefs, but unfortunately, much like this nation, we fled the island of Caucasia to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
escape those beliefs,
Oh yeah.
to
Yeah.
be able to move away from that and start our
Yeah.
own beliefs where, people aren't dicks.
And making pumpkins with little plastic babies and jelly.
That's
So
just so
it's so.
like, of
Is
all
this
the
supposed to be?
things.
Is this like a toy? Is this supposed to be a toy?
Okay,
Because
so listen, like, so I
I don't.
know that there are people out there that buy those reborn babies, right? Like the babies that look completely real, like some of them move and all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I feel like that's just an invitation for predators. But anyways,
It is. It is. I mean, like
um,
I get to the point. I get the point of wanting to make it look as real as possible. But then it
but
gets to a
why
point
make
where it
it
looks too
why
real.
make it why make it travel size? Why make it pocket size? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
No.
saying?
No.
And why make it anatomically correct?
Oh no. Yeah. No.
And why the hell have it birth out of its own solidified amniotic fucking fluid?
Mm-mm, that's even
Okay?
worse.
Like,
Like everything about it, it just gets progressively worse. The more you say it, and the more you think, it just gets
the more you
worse.
watch it, because I was
It
watching
just
it at first and I was thinking, oh, this is cute. It's going to be something for like a little kid, right? It's going to be like
that's what
maybe
I
I
was
could get this
thinking.
for my kiddo, like those, maybe they were doing, some cheap,
I
not
thought it was like
created here in America type Polly
yeah.
Pocket thing, right?
I
And
was
so I was
thinking
like,
like some
maybe
kind of
it's like,
candy or
one
something.
that,
Yeah,
yeah, or that, you take and you put it in your car and it's something that your kid can play with in the car that's small
yeah,
and easy to pick up and so, and so I'm
exactly.
watching it and I'm seeing the stuff pop out and I'm like, oh, look at the little blankie. It's gonna be little. And then I see the little, the little diaper and the little pin and everything. But I was like, that's a crochet pin. That's kind of, oh, it's gonna be tiny. Look at the little stuff. And
Right.
then she pulls the
Uh,
pumpkin out. And I was like,
mhm.
that pumpkin looks like one of
Mm,
those sticky squishy things, like the,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
And
like,
I was like, well, that took a left. What's going, like, do you have to
okay,
like
that
melt the pumpkin, or is it like one of those gel scent warmer thingies, like the money
right.
things and stuff? No, I
And
see
then
her start pulling the top apart. And I'm like,
mm,
ma'am, is that gonna be like a pumpkin
it's like
baby? So I'm thinking, like it's gonna be orange, it's gonna have a little pumpkin head. I mean, the undies were
and again,
orange, so
I'm thinking the whole time still, it's like some kind of candy, you
right,
know.
it looks like a gummy, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I'm thinking it's sometime, birthing a gummy baby, that type of thing.
Right, you're
Or,
gonna bite the head off.
mhm,
Or inside of it is like a doll mixed up in like goop, right? And
right,
mixed up in goop that you eat. Like, it's just like a little doll in a little plastic wrap, and you eat the
right.
candy, and like a Cracker Jack, there's a doll in there. No, it is literally
A baby, like a little
like
tiny baby, little,
solidified.
like a baby doll, like a little display thing, like a
And then they went with a holiday theme, and they
little,
didn't even have the decency to make the baby orange.
no, like it was
Or to try and be on
just
the
nasty,
DL and make it
just
black.
nasty. It's just nasty.
They just had to say, "Hey, this was made by a white woman. See, clearly this was made by a very lonely white woman."
I don't know about lovely,
I said lonely.
lonely, yeah. Somebody with too much time on their hands.
Ma'am,
So
I'm
look,
gonna need you,
that's
ma'am, listen, I'm gonna need you to find a husband and adopt a child stat,
so look that
okay?
to be able to
Like,
make something like that, that took a Google search on that one. You just don't come up with that shit on your own. Like I
no, you
mean,
don't.
that that
You don't.
that's a few Google searches. That no,
And
no, I'm
I just,
good.
I wish TikTok would like explain, like, how like in the olden days of Facebook, it would send you stuff and it would say, based on your recent search or based on you viewing
Yeah,
this, we've sent you this because we think you might like it, right? Like
right.
they let you know why they were targeting you with that
Yeah,
advertisement.
which again, it makes sense. Right.
TikTok, I just want to know which of my searches brought that side of the talk to my algorithm. Because not once have I ever looked for baby reborn. Listen, I've raised the real things. I don't want to do that again. Okay? Like, I
And
didn't want to
again,
do it enough that after I had the last one, I walked into my doctor's office and I was like, "Get this shit the fuck up out of me. I'm done."
no, and I think the thing, what is even more disturbing, is near the end when she put the bottle in the baby's mouth.
And she was all,
Yeah, just put the said, ma'am, 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 your
I don't think we
whiteness
need
is showing.
simulated sucking on a baby like that at all.
The I
I feel
say
like
this
in the current climate, that should all get a hard pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's WPS.
that's that's gonna be, listen,
That's WPS.
that's more than WPS. That right there, that shit, that's fucking transparent motherfucker shit.
That's
TMFS.
so look, that's a motherfucker
Ironically.
that lives like, in the mountains somewhere.
Listen, that's somebody that's married to their sister that was once their cousin. Okay.
Hmm.
That is a tree branch that
And
sprouts off tributaries very rarely. Like, one of
so
those that
again,
goes up and
and
then you got a little one here and then it goes up. That's where
yep.
they were escaping. Those were the escapees. Okay.
And then
They
and
went and
then
found somebody outside the family reunion and started procreating. Okay.
and then of course, his cousin sister wife is pregnant with her,
Tracina said a
the
we.
his cousin's sister wife is pregnant, with his uncle,
A web
with his
toad
uncle,
baby
so with his uncle dad, with his uncle father.
with his uncle brother. Oh my
You
god.
know, I don't know how it happened, but she gave birth to his dad again. So it's like this
Again.
his uncle dad, brother, cousin, nephew. And it's I don't know how that works, but this little baby's everything.
Love him and his web feet.
Said,
He
look at
gonna
my
be
little
the top swimmer at
said, look
Mud
at my
Pie Hole High School.
hey, look at my little Aquaman. Hey, look, just swimming. Just all swimming and stuff. Look at my little Aquaman.
Oh my god.
Go
Danny
and
Joe Duckling.
talk to the fishes, baby. Go and talk to the fishes.
Listen, that right there is a swampland sideshow waiting to happen.
Oh my God,
Okay.
that is a level of disturbing that I don't think anybody's ready for. You know.
No. I don't listen. I just don't think like I've lived in Florida, okay? So I've been to like those swampland type shows in
Hmm.
like the glades, okay? Like you literally driving down the road and there's just like something that looks to be interesting where it has wooden signs made out of reclaimed wood and like tempera paint.
Right.
They have to repaint it every time it rains. You know, I've
And
been to those places.
like the
And
wood, like the wood's all just like split, starting to split open, just water
right,
damage
there's
and
just
just
like a gap in there's a gap in the moss-covered trees and the weeping willows, okay? And it says this away, all one word.
we got that here.
Okay.
We got that here. We got that here in South Carolina. We got those here. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. Listen, I live in Tennessee. There is a literal rainforest like half a mile from my house. I can drive and feel like I'm coming to visit Mr.
So
Magoo. Okay, like
so you put Florida on a trial run, you get South Carolina. Yeah.
listen,
Like
with
you
all due
this is
respect, I have been into the deep glades of Florida. South Carolina's got nothing on Florida.
this
I listen,
Florida.
I
No, this
delivered a
is Florida
package once.
light. This is Florida light. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
definitely.
this is Florida light. This is what you would get is if like in software terms, you know, this is the free package. Florida's the paid. So
Florida's paid subscription, baby.
yeah,
And you do pay. You do
and
pay.
you
Cause
pay
listen,
heavily.
I was delivering a package once in Florida because one of my side hustles was delivering packages, right? And I was
Hmm.
deep in the glades. I was out there. I had no phone signal. I had nothing. When I drove to her house, I had to drive over two different culverts, okay? She was back in the glades, right? And you get to
Hmm.
this clearing and there's this mound in the middle and she is out there looking like a Saw character in gloves, black gloves that went to like her elbows and those black like rain or work boots, those rubberized boots,
Hmm.
in a tank top and a pair of Daisy Dukes mowing the lawn. And I couldn't help but notice the mound that I parked in front of, like a little bit back, but like it was like right in front of me, right? Like it was just this weird mound in the middle of like space. And on top of that
Okay.
mound was a recliner, like a lazy boy. Like your grandpa's lazy boy that would be in the sunroom. Okay.
All right.
And she look sh listen, she looked like she didn't want me there. Girl, why'd you order a package if you don't want me here? And how am I supposed to am I supposed to
Then
yeet that shit across the glades to you? Okay, because I'm not
it's
that
like
good. And so I
I'd
asked her, I
rather
said, "Do
not
you
to, but I will. I mean, I'd rather not though.
right?" Like, I mean, I guess I could try. I guess I could tie, I could tie a bungee to my skids on the top of my teacup SUV and like try to slingshot that shit in.
So you're
Um,
right.
I asked her, I was like, "Do you want me to just put it in the chair over here?" And she was like, and I was like, "Good." So I go to walk up this little mound to put it in the recliner, right? And as I'm walking away, I see something peculiar in the dirt. In the dirt. Dirt. In
Okay.
the dirt.
In the dirt. Yep. So, right,
Okay,
right.
so mind you, in Florida, and you probably have the same in the Carolinas as you get closer to the coastal areas, there's a lot of seashells that turn up in just the regular dirt, right? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes those seashells can look like shit that throws you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I swear to God, when I went to step down and look where I was stepping, I saw half of a skull. And then my mind immediately went to, why is she mowing the lawn and not her man? And why the hell is this recliner on top of this mound where there are no other mounds on this property? And I decided it was in my I decided it was in my best interest to channel my best friend and his blackness and just get the fuck out of there and not ask any questions. We don't need to stay.
That that's a smart thing to do. That's a lot smarter
I
than that
heard him.
DoorDash
Listen, I
girl.
heard him and the ancestors whispering in my ear, bitch, that ain't your
Said,
business.
"Oh, shh, bitch, go." That's how it sounds. Said, "Shh, bitch, leave. Bitch, leave now."
Shirley, get the fuck out.
Say, "Get the fuck out now." Bitch, leave now.
I was like,
But
literally, I was like, oh, don't step there.
said, well,
Deuces.
didn't see that. Didn't see anything. I'm going back to my car and I'm leaving and never coming back.
In fact, I drive in Braille. I'm blind in this eye and can't see shit out of this one.
Mhm. Like you see my car, you see the big blind stick that's out front. Yeah, that's how I can drive. That's the only way I can drive.
See that little laser that it sends me
You
a
see the
signal
laser
whenever
pointer?
I,
You see a little laser pointer?
bitch, I wasn't even here. I've never seen you in
How
my
you see?
life.
I don't even know what you look like, bitch.
Who? I don't hang out with girls. No, I don't know what you're
Said,
talking.
said what you look like? Well, it was dark.
I've never seen a
Um,
white woman in my life. What do you mean?
so it was dark. It was really black, like pitch black, honestly. She kind of looked.
Craziest thing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like an
Right?
eclipse or something.
It's almost like I closed my eyes. I couldn't see shit. Like I opened them, I
Listen,
couldn't see shit. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
I wouldn't trust
I
anything I saw anyways. That's the Glades, baby.
said, look,
There's a
I
lot of hoodoo going on there.
said, yeah, look, I mean, I'm not that DoorDash girl, bitch. You know, I
Right.
don't, I don't, I
Right.
don't. Said I, if a door is ajar, I leave it ajar. What
No, if a door is ajar, I turn my head away and pull it shut
no,
because it
I
ain't my
ain't.
fucking business. It ain't my fucking business.
But
So
no,
did you
no,
speaking of the DoorDash girl, did you see the news that came out that apparently some other people came forward and then there was a criminal record for the dude Austin? Have you seen any of that?
no, not for the guy. No, I haven't seen
Let me
that.
delight you with an update then.
Please
Our
update
friend Austin,
me. Yes.
our friend Austin is a repeat offender.
Oh, is he now?
Apparently, he has had previous, at least, investigations for public indecency, for exposing himself
Oh, well
on the
then.
same fashion.
Well then, it's so I guess if he did not pass out on his couch, first thing he would have popped up was like, surprise, surprise,
Surprise,
surprise,
surprise,
surprise.
taste
Helicopter,
the
bitch.
honey
Helicopter.
sun.
Dude, helicopter. Yeah.
You
So
know, and I mean, honestly, why not get a laugh out of it? Take that cocktail weenie and putter its little putter for all you can.
Yeah, I
Because
gotta.
I saw the original unedited version, and I have to say, Austin, that's not really something I'd be that proud of. Just take it from an old woman who's seen a lot of sausage. Okay, that's
You know what
definitely
I've always found?
more on the cocktail weenie side of what I've seen.
I've always found like a lot of the smaller guys.
They
Yeah,
overcompensate a
yeah, they have a tendency to kind of want to be the alpha.
right? They
Yeah.
well, the problem is, and I mean, I get it because okay, let me share a story with you from when I was younger before I got married the first time. I was dating, well, I shouldn't say I was dating. I went on a date
Okay.
with a doctor who was in his residency. He had just graduated, he was in his residency. It was looking good for my future, right?
All right.
And so I was like, go on a date with you. I met him while I was working at the formal wear shop. I helped him get his groomsmen tuxedo together, okay? And
All right.
then
All right.
he decided to take me to dinner and then back to a hotel room because he was getting ready to start a 24-hour rotation. So he would always stay at the hotel attached to it. Like apparently a lot of the doctors did that. Maybe I was
Mm,
stupid. I was young. I don't know. I don't really care. I was like, doctor, right? And he smelled
of course.
good. He smelled amazing. Okay.
Right.
So we go and we enjoy ourselves, and I'm not quite 21 at that point. So I'm drinking on the DL, a little tipsy, having a
You're
good time.
21 adjacent.
21 adjacent, close enough, close enough.
Mm,
So we go back
close.
to the hotel room, and and then and then he drops trow, and then I can't stop laughing. It
That's a
was to
great.
date the smallest one I had ever seen in girth and length. And you would think that he might be, maybe he's one of those, he's a grower, not a shower. I listen, no
Mm-hmm.
judgment here. He
Mm-hmm.
was not a grower. He was not a grower. That it suddenly became very clear to me in that moment why a doctor already in residency, so he's going to be making bucks in the next like 5 years, hadn't
Mm-hmm.
already been locked down. And he was good looking. It was the
But
tiny PP.
but it was
Oh. Smaller. There you go.
just
Just about your knuckle. Yeah. It was like, listen, it was less than a mushroom cap. Okay. It literally looked like one of those strawberry or blueberry foamy candies just stuck
oh
to his
so
shit. He
so
had
he
three
just
balls basically. He had three
so
balls.
he just had a really long man in the boat,
No.
or just the average sized man in the boat.
No, his shit was like three little balls. Like all
Oh.
tucked up and everything.
Mm.
Almost like he never fully developed. And I mean, like, I hope that man got married. I do. I hope he got married. Um, I hope he found somebody who was willing to let him find other ways to make them happy.
Hey, there's someone that like that.
Listen,
There's some.
he could have qualified for a lesbian at that
I
point,
mean,
okay? Just saying.
I mean, hey,
Just
hey, we can't judge, all right?
no, and we love our
We can't judge
lesbians.
because
Just saying.
I mean, for all we know, he
He was
could
in
have
an
made up in
accident or
other
something.
areas, you know.
He did not.
Well, I mean,
Because the foreplay, that's why we went to drop and trowel. The foreplay was tragic. and I proceeded to laugh so hard. I could not stop laughing, and I did not know how to make myself stop laughing. So I simply gathered up my clothes and took my naked ass out into the hallway and got dressed in the elevator. You're welcome to the people at the hotel who got a free show because I used to be quite hot before I got old and fat. I could be there again, if I did the GLP-1 or, meth, pick one.
So,
I mean, at this point, I think it's
so,
got to be meth because I take Adderall for my ADHD and I'm still fluffy. So,
hey, so method, whatever one that works. You know what I mean?
you know,
Some people, hey, some people choose Pilates, some people choose yoga, some people choose weights, you know, some people
listen,
choose meth.
the funny thing is I've never understood people who do that. Like, like I always dealt with weird drug tests because I take the Adderall, the extended released, and the fast acting, and I take an allergy medication, and I take all this shit. So, like, I got to be able to prove it up, right? Like, I have to take an actual
Hmm.
prescription allergy medication so I can verify shit, right?
Oh my God, your whole blood type is a drugstore.
Dude, I have a 30-year abuse cycle. I'm on like 12 different medications just to be this fucking normal.
All right, that's fair. You're
I
tired.
mean, I don't have blood in my drug system. What are you talking about?
Said blood. What is that? Oh, that was that red stuff that used to be there before
I have an
before the drugs.
antidepressant, a booster for my antidepressant, and a booster for my booster.
All right, I
Okay.
got you.
I'm
I
on mood
got you.
elevators, mood depressors, and mood stabilizers. And I'm still this fucked
You
up.
have mood elevators, mood depressors, and mood state. So you go up, you go down, and then
And then I'm and then I'm
you go up and then down, and I'm
two of the
good.
medications I take so that I can deal
Right,
with my
right.
daughter. They don't give her the meds, they give them to me.
What kind of assessment did a doctor make you say, you know what? You're gonna need this. So here you go.
She looked at me and goes, "She seems like she's a lot." And I was like, "She's a lot. I love her. I wouldn't trade her for the world. I would, you know what? Listen, I would put somebody 6 feet under and wait for the cops on the courthouse steps with the carcass, you know? Like,
Right?
that's my baby, and she's full of potential, but she's a lot. She's a lot. And the bullying did not help. Like, literally, I was sitting in my bedroom one night and I was like, "You stupid motherfuckers. We were already struggling. What the fuck?"
So
You
what are
know?
you doing? I want to
Just
go sit every one of you little kids. I just want to just I
I hope somebody gives your dog dark chocolate, you motherfuckers. You know?
hope your parents' transmission falls out, and then when they get it fixed, it falls out again. And when they
On the
run
405, god damn it.
during rush hour.
During rush hour while they're in a code brown. I need to see them walking ass
I
cheeks clenched. Okay.
like I need to see I need to see him ass cheeks clenched with one hand out by doing like this and the other hand
Just
holding
holding it.
just
Just
holding and just
holding it for dear life.
and they're just doing you know
The wife
I
following
need to see
behind,
that.
holding the transmission and the keys to the
Yeah,
car.
like I need to see that.
Baby, do you want to take your coffee with you? No, bitch.
Like I hope that happens to you. I hope
Right.
look, I hope that you have to take a shit so bad it gets to a photo finish and you lose. I hope you shit
Right. And
yourself.
according to you, God is a vengeful God. So you should be worried because I'm manifesting the fuck out of that shit. Okay.
Like I
Don't play
hope
with me when I manifest shit. Did you not see the last dude? He pissed himself.
Like, I hope, I hope that just before that deuce hits, like right when you get your pants unzipped, and you shit your pants right then, just when they're about to come off, and just when you're about to sit down, you start, and it gets all over your bathroom.
Right. I hope it's one of those, like, whenever you've got to violently projectile vomit and
Mm-hmm.
you do that home run slide into the wall to try and make it to the toilet, and all you do is just freaking exorcist spray a stream across the
Mm-hmm.
side of your toilet and
Yep.
your wall. And all you're doing while you're vomiting is giving the bombastic side eye to the shit you gotta clean now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hope it's like
So,
that, but with shit.
I hope you.
I
I
hope it
hope in the
I
midst.
hope it makes a mockery of Trump's stupid ass AI video.
Uh,
I hope
I
that the
hope.
trail to your bathroom looks like he flew a fucking jet over it.
I hope. I hope in the midst of all the shit that comes out, that it gets an accidental upper decker. All right, that if it seeps all the way in where you get. I hope that happens to you.
And I hope the toilet you pick is at a gas station that has one of those really raunchy truck stops where
Mm-hmm.
you have to hold your breath and you only pee there because you can only hold your breath long enough to take a piss. And I hope it's the kind of diarrhea that when you think
Mm-hmm.
you're done,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
feel some little poop balls that are
Mm-hmm.
swimming in another shit stew, and you go to stand up, and your colon is like, no, bitch, sit back down.
Yeah, and I hope your
Said,
legs.
sir,
I hope your legs are so weak that you can't hover, that you have to sit in that nasty ass
that you
goddamn
have to
shit.
sit on that bitch. And I
You have
hope
to
that when
sit
you
on
go
that
to
fucking thing.
reach for the toilet covers, they're empty. And I hope that
Mm-hmm.
when you go to reach for the paper, for the toilet paper, the roll is dry. And I hope that you have already sat down and started shitting when you figure that out.
And I hope there's only just one paper towel. Not
One,
one of those little brown little paper towels with the
trifles.
rough ass shit. Yeah, there's only
Yes.
one.
The ones that as soon as they get wet, they tear apart so that you
Mm-hmm.
have to finger your asshole
Yep. Mm-hmm. I hope that happens to you every day until the day you
every
die.
day
Every day.
at different times of the day so that you can't plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
Matter of fact,
that
I hope
your
it happens while you
bowels
sleep.
turn into a magnesium citrate nightmare.
Yep.
I pray for that. And the Lord is
Said
kind to me because I'm a good person.
said I wish all the bad things in life happen to you and only you.
I hope your pillow is always hot and thin. Okay.
Matter of fact,
I hope
I hope every time you drop trowel, every bitch laughs at you.
I hope that every time your feet start to get cold and you try to cover them with the blankets, you can never find the long edge.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that by the time
Yep.
you
Yep.
suck
Yep.
yourself up into the fetal position, your legs have been deprived of so much oxygen that they ache the rest of the night and you have to keep twitching them to make it stop.
I hope every time you fall asleep, your legs cramp up.
I hope every time you get near the bottom of your cup of coffee, you find some various household rodent or animal in there bug, spider,
No, no, roach. Got to be a
roach,
roach. Got to be a roach.
roach. And it's got to be a German cockroach so that you
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
obsessively, tint your house. And I hope every single time it survives and holds its breath and crawls out of the cup as you have drinking about three-fourths of it.
As a matter of fact, I hope at the bottom of a cup of your coffee is nothing but coffee grounds as well, and so that when you drink it up, you go and you spit out a roach as well as a coffee ground. I hope that happens to you every
I hope
morning.
every joint you light instinctively goes out as soon as you take a hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
hope, I hope that every single Bic does not have one more flick.
I hope every bic it's just nothing but sparks. And you do this every time, just and you hear the gas, you hear the lighter fluid in it, it just sparks.
Sparks.
Nothing but sparks.
Nothing but sparks. I hope every
And you,
time you buy your shit to put in your cone, that it comes with a massive stem down the middle, at least a third of the weight.
hmm
I hope every
I,
Red Bull you get does not give you wings.
uh, I hope every gummy you have is just a regular gummy,
Right.
just a regular, just a
Right.
regular schmegular little. Look at the Haribo little bears shit. I hope that's all you get, and they're
I hope
all
every
just.
time you go to light your rig to do a dab, your
Mm,
glass breaks. It
hmm
shatters.
Yeah, I
May
hope
your
you
bong water never be clean.
said may you drop your bong every time you pick it up until it shatters, and every time you get a new bong, you drop it and it shatters every time. I hope I hope that while you're smoking, you drink bong water. I hope. I hope that you never get high. I hope that every bag of weed that you buy is just the pure dirt weed, the worst dirt weed that you could ever. I hope. And I hope that you get it from a dispensary. I hope every dispensary you go to has the has the weakest weed ever. Matter of fact,
No,
I
I
hope.
hope every dispensary you go to has run out of flour and you have to go buy it from your cousin's dog groomer behind the Dollar General. And I hope every time you do pick up a two finger sack, it's more seeds and stems than flour.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that.
I hope the next time your mom tells you to clean your room or she's going to do it, she actually does it and finds out that you've been using her panties for fun time.
And you know how she finds it, right? All stiff and crunchy. Mm-hmm. And you know why. You
We
nasty.
know
You
you
nasty
nasty.
little, nasty little, you know.
You nasty
Matter of fact,
ass.
I hope that while you're pleasuring yourself to her panties, she walks in on you.
Yes.
Matter of fact, and I hope that every time you always have trouble. You always have problems just finishing
And I hope that
until
every time you bring a new girl over, your mom tells her that story
mm-hmm,
in detail, graphic detail,
humiliating detail.
humiliating detail. So, the other thing I
Yes.
wanted to talk about is the White House. Did you
Oh
peep
my
that other
God.
video I sent you
Yes.
from
So look here. Now I will say it if it is because everything about it, from what it seems like, if it is a money laundering scheme, then I say is it wouldn't matter because nobody's going to do anything. Nobody's going to do anything. Nobody's going to check him.
listen,
Nobody's going to.
at this point, I don't think there is any money. I think the money's already gone. I do. I
Hmm
think it's already gone. I think that the reason that they're cutting stuff off and doing this and doing that is because they don't want to admit that the money is gone. You gave a con man open access to the
hmm
nation's coffers and
Yeah.
you let him put all of his little minions in place.
Yeah.
I think that's what Musk was really doing. I think he and his DOGs were we're siphoning off the money. I think it's gone. I think he's left us broke.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised because as desperate as he was when, like, what, March, February, March, when he started crying because he was losing money. Yeah, I would not be surprised if it started like
Because just remember, this is
right
the
then.
same man who was ordered to pay $500 million and couldn't even come up with what was it? Something like a million, half a million, something like that to put down for his bond, 5 million for his bond or something, 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't
Yeah.
how are you a billionaire and you don't have that kind of money? And they were
But
like, "Oh,
see,
well, his businesses aren't liquid, blah blah blah." That's chump change to somebody like that. That's like me whipping out a $20 bill.
yeah.
Where's
And
the money?
you would think that he would have that, either available. You would think. But nope.
I
You
mean, I
got
know if I had his kind of money, I could lay hands on what they were looking for.
so I don't know, if I had his kind of money, I would not be living in a tiny house. You know? Mm-mm. If I wanted if I'm wanting, just modest living and whatnot, and not really, let everybody know that I'm a billionaire like that. If I wanted to do that, then yeah, I could just get a regular schmegger house in the suburbs. Nobody know
Right.
anything, right? Unless you know my face and know that, oh yeah, he's a billionaire. Then of course.
See, I mean, if I had that kind of money, people would not know, but there would be signs.
Oh,
There would
oh,
be a lot
absolutely.
of there'd be a lot less homeless people. That some mysterious benefactor would be buying up all of the rundown warehouses and rehabbing them for, you know,
Uh, let's see. Here's the
homeless
thing.
shelters and stuff.
Let's see. For me, there would be two different signs. One said one, there'll be a lot less homeless. Two, there'll be a lot more Dragon Ball statues in my yard. Just saying.
So I'm
Just
one of
saying.
those people that I mean, it wouldn't be like just a little bitty house, but it certainly wouldn't be like $1 million house. I would live in a nice little house that could accommodate my family. I would probably still
Yeah.
drive, a mid-grade vehicle. It might be new every couple of years, but it would still be because
Right.
I'm the kind of person that I would take my money. Yeah, I would make sure my kids are set. I think everybody would do that. You would make sure that your people are set first, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating stuff to help the community that will also give my children something that they can carry on,
Mm-hmm.
that might support them, that they can work in and do things like that. But the goal is to bring these people up. It's not to be like Goodwill and be banking $1 million a year for what I make. Like, there's humility in doing that. And that, folks, is how you act like a real Christian. You take your blessings, you make sure that you're
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then you take the rest of your blessings and you make everybody else okay.
Like that's
But then I don't get to go to Venice for the weekend because I was craving pizza. Okay.
all right.
Go on a mission trip.
So UBI. So
Right. Like, save that
UBI.
shit for Christmas, save up, make that your
So
Christmas
look,
present.
UBIB. UBI.
Nobody said you had to
Not,
give it all away, but do something with it, shit.
so look, not everybody go to Venice every day. B. UBI.
I saw a creator at one point say that if we taxed the 1%, like the richest of the people,
Mm-hmm.
just 10% of their wealth, we could solve all of the food insecurity, the homelessness. We could have universal health care. It would eliminate the national debt.
Yep.
If they
Oh.
just
Oh
paid
yeah.
10%, the 1%,
Yeah.
1%ers just paid 10% of what they have.
Like if billionaires, millionaires, and the churches were taxed, like fairly taxed, yeah, we wouldn't have anything to worry about. We look,
We wouldn't.
we wouldn't have anything to worry about.
And the crazy thing to me is, and I've said it for the longest time, I worked for an entertainment attorney, and I told her this one day because she was like, I need you to do this and this. And I said, why doesn't he give money? She's, well, he's lending his name. And that's what they all do. You make hundreds of millions of dollars that
Yeah.
you shelter 90% of it in real estate and offshore accounts and everything else. You're telling me that the best you can do is offer up your name and voice? Write a fucking
Like,
check. Write a
like, are you,
check.
like, are you
Are you
serious?
shitting me?
Like, are you actually serious right now?
So you're
Your
gonna lend
name
your
and
voice, your likeness, and your name for them to what? Go ask average everyday Americans who are struggling to pay their bills to come up out of pocket just a little bit more to help the community? Write a fucking check.
it's like, the fuck?
See, that's why I
Like,
don't even like
I
listen,
don't
I
get
don't
that.
even know who the movie stars these days are. I only know a few of the artists because they're on the radio stations when I listen and stuff. I don't have any interest anymore in giving celebrities my time, attention, and the money that they get that, is produced from my viewership and
Mm-hmm.
and all.
Yeah.
I have no desire to do that anymore because at the end of the day, I don't want your fucking name. I want your money. I want your money going to
Mm-hmm.
these charities.
Yeah.
You are the most blessed. You got 7 different like, you've got more houses than you'll ever fucking live in. You're literally buying houses for your buddies to live in. How about the homeless people? Oh, well, I'm helping
Like,
my buddy who's never gonna make more than 100,000 a year. Well, that's awesome. That's great. But you're also benefiting off of that, right? They pay you rent, they cover the taxes, whatever. You could have
yeah.
taken that money, you could have written it to one of those tiny home encampments for the homeless and
Like,
bought
or
probably
if anything,
10, 15 houses.
no, and if anything, you're a billionaire like that. It should be nothing you just to buy a subdivision or just buy land and just make a subdivision and
Right.
just give it away, give the
You
houses
don't even
away.
have to give it away. Look, it's fairly reasonable when you do that kind of stuff to expect to get paid because somebody's living in your property. But, rent control that shit.
Yeah,
Go buy a
yeah,
whole ass subdivision that people have forgotten about from like the 60s, 70s, or 80s.
hmm,
Pay some people that you don't question whether or not
yeah,
they're documented to go in and flip those houses. They can have it done inside of a month and a half, all of them, and then move
hmm,
people in for like $150 a bedroom.
yeah. Problem
You
solved.
know? 3-bedroom house, take it
Yeah,
back to the 90s rent when you could get a 3-bedroom house for $950 a month. I guarantee you that's a hell of a lot more affordable for two
hmm,
parents working 3 fucking jobs
yeah.
than it is to ask them to live in a 2-bedroom apartment that's going to cost them $1,800 a month and not give them enough room for their kids.
That's right, exactly. And since you're a billionaire, don't cheap out on it. Don't just get
Right.
like the cheap slumlord fix type of shit. No, hire hire an actual, full licensed carpenter, contractor and fix
Just
that
don't
shit right.
question their crew. Just don't
Yeah,
just don't ask
don't
questions about
question,
the crew.
don't question anything decisions that they make to get the job done. All you need to know is you got the right guy for the job.
Right. You got the good manager. You got a good manager.
Hmm.
Now let him do his job.
So let him
It's
manage. Just let
and
him
they were
manage.
saying I follow kind of the statistics and stuff, especially since I've been trying to um, you know, get onto like a little bit more land and everything, right?
Hmm.
And I know this for a fact because when we left Florida and sold the house, it was sold to a corporation out of Canada. There was no haggling, there was no back and forth, there was no offers. They paid what we were asking. And that offer came through less than 24 hours after the house was posted, right?
Hmm.
They're estimating that something like 20 to I think 35% of the single family homes are now owned by corporations and sitting
Yep.
vacant because people can't
Yep.
afford the rent.
Hmm.
And what's wild to me is like when we sold the house, we sold it right before a hurricane. Like literally, we were out of that bitch like 2 days before the hurricane hit. And it was one of the hurricanes that flooded out the area we were in. right? So that house
Right.
that they had just paid all that money for, like, listen, when I called my man, I was like, please, for the love of God, tell me you got the check. And he's like, yep, I've already transferred it. I was like, good boy. You know?
Not the good boy.
But that house had 3 feet of water in it. They had to gut the whole thing and redo it
Shit.
because it backed up to a creek. I mean, I felt bad, but you know. So I get why they were charging 2 grand. They took a big ass fucking
They took a
loss,
loss.
a massive one. But like, what the fuck? Why are these houses? I mean, it's got to be
So,
costing them more to let them sit empty.
yeah. Like I mean,
And-
it it's gotta cost, something.
Right.
Because I mean, even
You still got to pay
I mean,
taxes on it. Houses are required to have some form of electricity and water to them in case shit happens, you know. You can't just
well,
leave the house without utilities for years on
well,
end.
see, if nobody's living there, then if nobody's living there, then they don't
Right, but it's
put
labeled as a
any.
rental property, so they're required to. When it's not in a tenant's
So
name,
look,
the landlord has to have it
well,
on.
listen, we're supposed to have permits to be able to do any kind of remodeling in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, but that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, that's some
So,
shit right there too,
so
dude. Like, I can't believe that. And people are like, like, of course, with my shit with good old Joe, right? The
oh
the P Prince
Joe,
himself, the P Prince himself. Um,
oh
my
JoJo.
people send me his shit. They're like, "Hey, did you see this? Did you see this? Did you?" And I'm like, "No." Like, when's the last Joe video you saw before I was like, "Bro, get some fucking help." So I saw a video of him talking about he was, oh, they're knocking down the White House and his bullshit, right? And he's like,
Oh
they're
my
just taking
God.
off this facade. And so I went looking to see if anybody else had done it yet, and there was already plenty of videos out there, so I didn't have to do it. But I was like, bro, have you seen the videos? Did you see the Google satellite imagery whenever the Earth spun its ass around again? That shit's gone. It's fucking gone. And I am sorry, but his ballroom from the outside has got to be the most ostentatious, gaudiest shit I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. Okay? Like, first of all, it looks like a Roman cathedral,
Yeah,
a la
it does.
Julius
Yeah.
Caesar. Okay? It looks like the halls that were sketched out for the Nazis. Like, they're big buildings and
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like, I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
seen, I think it's called, The Man in the High Tower, or The Man in the High Castle, or something like that. It's an Amazon show.
No, I
I think
haven't
it's
seen
called
it.
The Man in the High Castle.
I'll check it
Um,
out.
it's bad. Yeah, I'll send you the name. I'll have to go look. It's basically a sci-fi, you know, rendition of what would have happened if Germany won, if the
Okay.
Axis won World War II, right?
Okay.
If you look at the architecture in that show, it looks like that fucking ballroom.
I would
It
not be
takes me
surprised,
back to
honestly. I would
it
not be
takes me back to
surprised.
like days of the French Revolution and shit. Like it's such a horrible. I mean, it had to have been one of those prepubescent incels sitting down with like Chat GPT and being like, I need the world's largest ballroom attached to the White House and make it fascist. Make it white
Mm.
supremacy. And Chat GPT was like, here you go, bitch.
So
And
no,
they
they'll
slapped it on.
well see they'll use different code words. They wouldn't say make it fascist. They say make it something worthy of Donald Trump. And Chat GPT is like, I got you, fam. We're gonna make a Nazi room.
It should have been a sewage treatment plant then. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after
Yep.
his AI shit video.
Yeah. Mm.
Like,
Highway to the danger zone. Shitting on everybody.
shit, highway to the diaper zone, highway to the dookie zone.
Highway to the diaper zone. Fly
Gonna
right
take you
into
right
the
into the
diaper
Hershey
zone.
swirl. I mean, what the fuck? And dude, get some fucking fiber in your diet. Please.
I
That
just
mud stew you were dumping is clearly from you eating all of that
Mhm.
fucking McDonald's.
Right.
And
You know
I
that
saw
shit's not good
somebody
for
say
you.
I
You
saw
know that
somebody
shit.
say that he eats McDonald's because he's paranoid as fuck that somebody is going to poison his shit. Think like Napoleon Bonaparte, right? That somebody's going to poison his shit. Do you think they can't poison it on its way from McDonald's to you? Like,
I
I'm
mean,
polite in the drive-through because you don't see your food until it's wrapped up and has sauces and shit. Never will you see me be like, "Bitch, put bacon on my shit," I said.
you know,
Because
because I
I
mean,
don't
it's
want
like
her to
this,
put bacon and fucking bio on there, and be like, "Here you go,
right?
bitch."
Right? And he doesn't think about this. How easy would it be? Like they don't even have to do anything, when it gets there. How easy would it be to have like, two people, one person to go pick the shit up, the other person to fix it, when they get there to pick up his shit. All they have to
You
do is
see,
say, "Yo, I'm coming to pick up." And they'll
right.
know, get the special one.
Listen, you know that there is one street level pharmacist out there that is servicing
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
prescriptions of all of those fucking people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And that person could become a legend and probably never serve a day in jail because they would not want it to come out
That
how it is that that
yeah.
person did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Oh
thinking,
yeah.
and listen, you already know the general populace across the world, baby, start a Give Send Go. You will never work another day in your life. You
Yeah.
won't have to push that powder anymore. In fact, they'll
So
probably give
no,
you
no.
Epstein's Island.
See, there's your retirement plan right there. There's your
As long as you
retirement.
can, as long as you can live with the really creepy feelings that you get every time you walk through the halls, you know.
Just cut the
Ignore the
grass. It's
sounds.
a look.
Ignore the sounds you hear coming from distant areas. Please help
Uh,
me.
uh,
Do you want to
so
play?
look. All you got to do, cut the grass, new coat of paint. Bam. New place.
No,
New
we were
place. Whole
discussing that
new
last
island.
night. We were discussing that last night. I think you would have to burn that bitch down, plant a shit ton of sage, wait for it to mature, and then just fucking blowtorch the sage for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
feel like you
Yeah.
need to have a priest, a shaman, a witch doctor, a Wiccan, you know, the whatever the flying spaghetti monsters, clergy
Uh,
is called.
Pastafarians. Yeah, you need a.
Yeah, a pastafarian.
Yep.
I don't know. Is it a pastor and then you're a pastafarian if you're a congregant? Like I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but
I don't either.
you need
But like get every
one of
single
everybody. One of everybody.
one of everybody and let's just all circle up, okay?
That's it, right? Even even the Jedi religion, because there's a Jedi religion. Yeah. And that's the thing that I did never think that I would actually, it would be a sentence I would say
You
in
didn't
my
know about the
life.
force? You didn't know about the assembly of the force?
So listen, I'm a great Jedi. All right. I don't see there's so many advantages to using the dark side of the force, though.
Listen, I get
So
it. Jedis are just witches. You know that, right? Like they're just
yeah, well, I
witches.
mean, that
Mm.
it's space wizards,
They're space. Well,
space.
I mean, whatever feels more masculine to you, sure.
I mean, it it
If
rolls off
witch
the
isn't
tongue.
your title.
It rolls off the tongue better saying space wizards than space witches because it sounds like you say space bitches. You say it fast
And
enough,
they
say
are
space bitches,
bitches. They are bitches.
and so I like space wizards,
Space wizards.
space wizards.
It's
And hold,
it's
wait,
the
Tracina, hold up.
it's
Now you talk about Hoovians. I am a Hoovian, ma'am. Tracina, I am a Hoovian, ma'am. How dare you? How dare you disrespect my fan base, ma'am?
I didn't even see that.
How dare
She
you
lost me
disrespect
at
my fan base?
she lost me at Caligula dreams, living out those Caligula dreams. Release the Kraken.
Okay, fair. All right, all right, all right.
I
misunderstood.
feel like
I misunderstood what your comment meant. I'm sorry. See,
I feel like KKK Caroline. I really feel like KKK Caroline is the Kraken for Trump.
you mean Caroline is the
KKK
Kraken?
Caroline is the Kraken.
Got
When
it.
I saw that,
Gotcha.
did you hear the news that she sent some reporter? Some reporter asked who picked Budapest, and she wrote back. She goes, "Your mom, yo
Yeah, I
mama."
saw that. I saw that.
We are now being
Saw
led
your
by an
mom. Now we're
administration that makes your mama jokes.
this is where we're at. 2025.
Here we are.
The government is now making your mama jokes, like just how we all should did when we were kids. Yeah, your mama jokes. Your mama's so fat. It's just I'm expecting. At this point, I'm expecting it. Like I'm expecting Trump to try out his new comedy routine. He's going to try it on the U.S. audience, on
Listen,
all of
that
America.
I would say that that man is destined to win Cell Block D's talent competition, but let's be honest, the Grim Reaper's gonna take him home before that ever happens. I
That's
keep
fair.
hoping that the reason that he's trying to get into the presidential bunker under the East Wing is so that he can recreate, since he loves Hitler so much, so that he can recreate Hitler's final days.
And that is possible too. That's possible too.
I'm
Originally
sure we
I
can
thought,
find some World War II buff that's willing to give him the gun to, so he can be period
oh yeah,
authentic.
sure. I mean, it would probably be exact make and model because matter of fact,
Absolutely.
I used to have a coworker at EB Games and he was obsessed with World War II, like obsessed with it. So
Yeah, I married somebody who was obsessed with it. Like
and I don't understand it.
we
I
had a
don't
copy of
understand it.
Mein Kampf on the, like, he wasn't a Hitler supporter, but he was a huge student of like the Holocaust and World War II and all of the military operations and stuff like that. Like he really
Mm-hmm.
got into that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just, like I didn't have the heart to tell him that it looks really bad to have a copy of Mein Kampf just sitting in the living room bookshelf.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
He's like, "But I just read it because, historically." And I was like, "I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. Some people have read Mein Kampf to do like their college thesis and shit. That's all well and good, but maybe put that shit in
Yeah,
your fucking office."
right? I mean, or take that shit back to the library. Like,
Or maybe put it next to a book that says the truth about a
right?
genocide, like just let them know that
Just
maybe you're not
because I mean,
trying
just
to.
having it out on the coffee table, out out of context is it's not a good look. You know, it's not a good look.
I
Like
just
you, You
You
need
mama
to.
so what? Wait, what did he? You mama so
Okay.
dumb she ate on the TV to watch the couch.
Oh, she sat on the TV. Watch the couch. She sat on the watch the couch. See, it doesn't make
That's
it
some
doesn't.
shit that you would do after smoking.
You
That's
ate.
some shit you would do after smoking.
Well, see that. What kind of sense does that make? That you ate on the TV to watch the couch? It makes more sense
No,
if you sat
you
on the
sat.
TV.
It says, yo mama so dumb she sat on the
Hmm.
TV to watch the couch.
Yeah. See, you said that she ate on the TV to watch the couch.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. It's on
Okay,
video
well,
too.
it is, and this is recorded
Yes.
so that
So
I can clip it up and throw it, and throw
in
it
the,
on the TikTok because I don't want to give TikTok this money.
I was gonna say, throw it on the trash app.
Throw it on the trash app.
Throw it on the trash app next to the phone Bugattis.
Well, because here in a couple months I got to be careful what I post on there now. I got to start moving all my political shit
So
over here.
I think, look, at
Damn
this
it.
point, look, I think all of us do. So even the ones that don't hardly post, you
Right.
know, not even
Because I mean,
controversial shit.
shit.
Not even just
Shit, let them have
yeah.
it. Listen,
Right.
MAGA is like a disease. They infect everything and then they take it over, not because they're better than us, but simply
Mhm.
because we get tired of their shit. We don't want to fucking
Yeah.
do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like fuck it, you can have it. It's like when my kid asks for a drink of my drink, and when I get it back, I see shit floating in it, and I'm like, "Well, that's yours now."
It's like, I'm good. I'm good. Matter of fact, I'll get a fresh cup. You know, let me pour myself a fresh glass. I'm good. I'm
I
good. I'm
have,
good.
Mike. That's accurate. I have been.
So yeah, she's been gardening. Yes. Yes.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, flying through the sky. It's not-
Rocket Man.
So I wake up in
But
the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. Listen,
I had a friend that she would sing that during karaoke, and every time I'd always fuck with her when it came to the. I said, "Hey, hey."
hey,
That was always what I did. I said, "Hey, hey."
listen, listen. I had these friends that I used to do karaoke with, and I would piss them off to no end because whenever they would get to the part where they had to sing like a big piece, like it's got the drop and shit, like
Mm-hmm.
think a la Whitney, boom, boom, right?
All right.
Um, I would always accidentally unplug their mic so that they literally look like this. So literally, it goes like this. It goes, boom, bump, head.
That
That's
that
diabolical.
that is top tier diabolical fuckery, and I love it.
Listen, if I'm gonna
I
shenan once,
love
I'm gonna
it.
shenan again. The
That is some
chicanery.
so that is shenanigans and chicanery that I I'm glad that I know. I'm
Listen, I may not
that
like people, but I am a lot of fun to hang out with.
so that
And in general, I don't like the populace, but I'm a lot of fun to hang out with if you can convince me to go hang out.
oh, but
You
see,
gotta give me fair warning. Like I am not hey, we're getting together in 30 minutes. Do you wanna do you wanna go with us? Type of friend. No, you have to call like if we're going out at 6 o'clock at night, there is preparation that needs to be had. You can't call me at 5 o'clock and be like, "Hey, bitch, we forgot about you, but do you want to like come do this?" Because you're gonna get I'm gonna be late, and when I say I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna be late, 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 late. late. Because not
Mm-hmm.
only do I have to lay out my, I got the ADHD and the anxiety, right?
Right.
And the CPTSD and shit, right? Like
Yeah.
I got to figure
It's
out what
not.
meds I need to take. I got to figure out how I'm going to dress, and then I got to change my mind 12 times on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to figure out how I'm going to do my hair, and that's at least 4 times a change up, right? And
Yeah.
then I got to start preparing herbally.
Of
Like
course.
there's a process, right?
Like I
There's the
mean.
micro dosing while getting ready and then moving on to the pre-gaming. And
Mm-hmm.
then there is the the travel infusion, right?
Of course.
And
And then
then there is the sitting in the car at the venue
said, let
preparation.
me. Yeah. Let me get this 5 minutes, ten
Right. And
minutes.
then and then obviously there is, before you do that 5 minutes, because you don't want to fuck it up, you got to make sure that you got the vape in the purse for the
Of
15-minute
course. Of
rotational
course.
visits to the bathroom, right? Like, but after all of that, I'm hellaciously fun.
And
Hellaciously fun.
what in the hell?
Wait, what is
Okay, so
this?
funny thing. All right. I guess this is a new, I don't know if it's a movie or a show that Thomas just texted me about. So Necrophonic. So I'm gonna
What
check it
the hell
out.
does he watch?
I
Necro, that sounds like dead.
that that's what I thought.
Like
That's what I'm thinking. That
necrophilia and
that's what it
shit.
looks like. But uh, but it's spelled N-E-K, but not like not like
Well, that's how
necrophiliac.
I spell naked. Nekid, naked.
Well, it's two K's
You
in
want to
that.
come over and get naked.
Well, there's two K's in that. So it's Nekkid or
No.
Nekkit. You know.
No, I'm white, so there's only one K because two Ks puts me too close to three Ks.
Oh well, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
We watch
That's
those
fair.
double
That's
Ks.
fair.
They're like, "Oh, you misspelled this." No, I didn't.
No, no, no. I
Mhm.
spelled it just fine.
You're misreading it. Did you want to add one more K in there?
So, hmm.
Do you
Did
have do
did
you
you?
have any white dresses at home? Come with like a
So,
nifty little matching cap?
kind of looks like a hood
Right.
and a
Like
robe a bit.
almost like a dunce cap.
Yeah. But I
And it's
mean
got
it.
like the matching robe.
But I mean
Tell me,
it
do
like
do you get
that.
into do you get
It fits over
into
your face.
right, do you get into like gothic medieval Christianity pyrotechnics?
Just a question. Just a question. Just
Question.
just just a question. You know.
Is there any dancing around those pyrotechnics in that cute little white,
You
two-piece
know. You
ensemble?
know. On rhythm, off rhythm. Any kind. Movement.
Yeah,
Anything. You know.
right. Exactly. Where do you stand on segregation? You know?
Say, well, I stand on
Don't
this
mind me.
side.
I'm known for just wild out of left field questions, but how do you feel about the civil rights movement? Any thoughts?
So let me ask you, what's your opinion on voting rights? Do you- so who, what? I just need to know. Just a real quick question, just kind of follow up to the last one. Who, uh, who do you think, that
You just
deserves
pondered
voting
a
rights?
little,
You know,
just if you pondered a little.
just
Where
you
would you
know,
land on?
maybe just kind of elaborate a little bit, on your preference on your voting. I don't know,
Rosa Parks,
in,
would that
just
be
indulge,
would you
just
have been a
indulge me,
front of the bus supporter?
you know, just
You
indulge
know,
me, you know.
indulge me. My name is Tara. Does that take you to the scientific name for Earth, or does it take you to a plantation?
It says, and my name is Gilbert. Does it take you back to Revenge of the Nerds? Because it should.
It should.
It should. The
Because Gilbert
1980s.
was the cool one. Gilbert was the cool one.
No, he wasn't.
Saying.
No, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
he was. He was primed for lambda, lambda, lambda. Thank you very much.
And Omega Mu. Lambda, 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 and Omega
Omega
Mu.
Mu. Listen, listen, that movie lit off the fantasy of nerds across the globe. Inflatable rooms suddenly became very popular and very fucking crusty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
It
don't
gave
ask questions
hope.
as yeah. Don't ask
It gave
questions as to how
hope.
they got crusty.
It gave hope again to nerds everywhere that they could bag the head cheerleader if they just put on a Darth Vader costume.
Of course, because I mean, that's how it always happens, right? I mean, that what they that's what
You
happened
will
on the one
sleep with
site.
me.
That's what happened on the one site, you know. On the one site, the guy had a Darth Vader costume on, and the girl had a Princess Leia costume on, and she went to work
Ew. Ew. I
a little
mean,
bit.
just listen. Listen, it is a classic Rat Pack 80s, like you can't watch those shows without watching all of them. Revenge of the Nerds 2,
Hmm.
Animal House, St. Elmo's Fire, Breakfast Club,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pretty in Pink, Sweet 16. Like you have to watch all of them. Like you can't watch one, you have to watch all of them. Booger was awesome. Booger was one of my
Oh, booger.
favorites. Listen,
The uh,
if ever there was a supporting actor who fucking carried the lead.
it was booger in that goddamn belching contest.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Listen, for some reason every time I see those fart challenge videos, the one that goes
Mm-hmm.
hurt hurt, that one, it takes me back to Booger and the belch. The, oh my god, listen. And the period of time that followed in junior high with all those fucking little prepubescents trying to beat that belch sitting in the cafeteria. Like literally watching bits of square pizza and lettuce salad go flying into curly hair that is 12 feet above the forehead. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, Gil. The Aquanet era.
I was one of those kids that tried to belch that loud, that long.
Were you one of the ones that was like flinging mini corn dog bits from
No,
your
no, no. I wasn't. No, I wasn't that bad. I wasn't doing that. But I was trying to beat that belch time. Not gonna lie.
That's so gross.
And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I felt I had the lung capacity to do that because when I tried, I started playing saxophone
Yeah,
when I
Ferris.
was in the fifth grade, and so that's the time when I started trying because I figured
I
I had the
get it. I
lungs for
played
it.
flute. You gotta have some lung capacity to play those
Yeah,
wind instruments.
yeah. So I tried for years.
Okay, you know what? Listen, at that point, there's something wrong. If you tried it, for a couple months after the movie came out, I get it. Totally get it. Perfect.
Oh,
If
I
you're
did
still
it.
trying it a year later,
Oh, I
my
did it.
guy.
Oh no, I did it. It just took a lot of lung power to do it, but I did it. Mama ain't raised no quitter.
I mean, okay.
Oh, look at I might Ferris Bueller Days Off is my favorite movie
It's one of my
of all
favorites.
time.
It's especially when he kicks that car
When he
and
kicks it off and it just
it goes out. And he literally just sits there and stares at it down there, and he's like,
He just
"That's
goes,
it.
no. It's a camera. Oh my God, camera. I said, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
Morris and I are going to sit down and
Yeah,
have a talk.
we'll talk.
It's fine.
It's fine."
And I'm
That
like,
right there is the essence of a kid who literally, like, that is the image of sanity flying out the window with that fucking car.
mm-hmm,
That is rudimentary function right there. You can literally see on his face that he knows that there is a 50-50 chance
that
the
either
next
A,
time Ferris sees him, it's going to be in a box.
mm-hmm, yeah, he
I mean, let's
knows.
be realistic. We all know that the parents weren't going to kill anybody, but sometimes you wish they
But,
would.
but listen, you have a car that expensive that went over, over the cliff of your house, mind you, and out of your garage over the cliff of your house. Because, of course, naturally, you got money like that, you have to live on a cliff because
Of course. Like, I live in the foothills of the mountain. Are you kidding me? I keep hoping that one day I'll see on the news that somebody recreated that scene accidentally. Because there's literally houses that are being held up by stilts. And all I can think to myself is, not if you fucking paid me. Okay? Like, absolutely not.
hell no,
Hell no.
hell
Build
no.
into the side of the mountain? Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Just, you know what? Be a vampire, be one of those cave dwelling bitches, and build the back of your fucking house into the mountain and make the front all glass. All glass.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But do
Right, right.
not, do not put my fucking house on crutches. Do not stick toothpicks up under my shit
Said
and
my house.
expect me to feel safe fucking walking my fat ass around hearing every goddamn creak.
My house doesn't need a walker. You know what I
Okay?
mean?
Listen, stilts are for the circus.
When I was a kid, and my mom, she worked at school. She was a teacher at school,
Oh shit, that's what's
and
wrong with you. I get it now. Okay.
oh yeah, well, that's just one thing. There's so
Oh,
much more.
I'm sure it's layered. I'm sure it's like an
Oh,
onion. It's just layered.
there's so much more. A lot of it, I don't even know what's wrong with me. So, but that's beside the point. I mean, there's so every morning, my mom, she would take me to school because, you know,
She worked there.
yeah.
See how smart I am?
See, I see. Bunny is so smart. She is so smart. SMRT. I mean, SMART. But yeah, we pass every morning. I would pass by this house on stilts, just
Like a
middle
pier
of
and
the
beam.
country, deep, deep country, and in South Carolina, in the South, there's a house on stilts, big ass staircase that went up to the and little small house, little, probably about the size of a tiny house, maybe a little bit bigger, but not by much, on stilts. I would look at that thing and I would say every day, nope, 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 nope.
Listen, I live about 15 minutes away from the UFO house. And if you are not familiar with the UFO house, then you need to look it up. Just type in UFO house Tennessee. It is literally a UFO on like four legs or six legs in the fucking mountains. A air tag shaped UFO house. Like the old school UFO style that you would see in shit like I Dream of Jeannie
Mm-hmm.
or or that Martian TV series, The Martian, whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
It has the stairs to get into to get into it. And the only thing I can think every time I see it is if the mountain ever shifts, thank God you'll just slide down it like a fucking disc. They're still searching for survivors. The W is shut down. How did you get down here?
Well, you ain't gonna believe this shit. So when they built my house, right? So they built my house. Like the builder,
I made it the shape
he
of a
need
flying saucer.
to
And I just
said the builder thought it would be cool. Like if you make a house that looks like a flying saucer. And that's what I got. It saved me though. Because when the motherfucker started flying, he he put in some controls. I mean, all it's like the Ocean Gate thing where it's powered by a PlayStation control, but I mean the motherfucker, it let you steer.
I don't think it has any controls. I think you literally are just down for the ride. Literally, it's like one of those we in Pigeon
Like,
Forge they have those blow up balls that you can get in with a little bit of water and they'll roll you
uh-huh.
down through the hills, right? The little mounds. It's like that. You just gotta hold on and pray that you don't slide into the fucking Chickamauga River. Like I hope you have a top escape hatch. Because you're
Because
gonna hit the
you're gonna
mountain road and you're gonna go woo. Plunk. I need to see the TikTok after that where they're in their living room holding a string to the windows going, yeah.
right?
'Cause I live in a
Like I
red
need
state. They're mostly MAGA. You know their asses are gonna be like, woo!
they did. They'll be on the roof of their house. So on the roof of their house, just enjoying the
Like,
split.
like the show Dune where the dude rode the snake.
Yeah, to be up on the roof enjoying the split.
I want to see I want to see the Tennessee
Ah,
TOT
yeah.
cameras of that shit. You
Oh shit. That's what you see. You're like,
know,
yeah.
see that fucking house skip across the Chickamauga River like a small star. Went to the island. Looks like your house has moved, sir.
You be great. It get some kind of engineer, some kind of like real devious electrical engineer that decided that he wanted to make his house like in Star Wars, like that, like the Walker in Star Wars. So he made his whole house like that.
Tristina said, "Yeehaw!" Listen, and that spaceship house used to be an Airbnb. I can only imagine how many freaking Trekkies went and lived out their starship dreams in that B&B. There has got to be at least a thrift store level of size selections for the Princess Leia costume in both white and the bronze bikini.
Look,
There's
nobody.
packets of condoms that say dark side for
So
her
it's not
pleasure.
no. There's nobody's going for the white outfit. They're all going for the bronze bikini. Everybody wants the
Ribbed
bronze
bellion.
bikini.
The condoms say ribbed bellion.
Ripped Valiant.
Struggle of condoms for all of your Trekkie visualizations.
Do it. Do it.
Take her to warp speed with your widow weenie. The product of Ditley LLC.
Impressive.
Sponsored
Most
by Carl's
impressive.
Jr.
Diddley LLC. Sponsored by Carl
I am
Jr.
not I am not the staff you're looking for. Shroud your saber.
And
99% accurate for stopping the dark side. And your sperm. No Pantalon.
no
Pregnancies
Pantolon?
here.
I find your lack of girth disturbing.
Your lightsaber seems to be malfunctioning. I'm gonna Vigarian Viagra.
Chewie when
Prepare
he's
to
about
dock. Tracina says prepare to dock. First contact.
first contact.
Shit. Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. Top quote of the UFO.
Oh, you got to say it like Spaceballs. Says Snotty beat me up twice last night. It was
Baby,
wonderful.
baby, we're gonna do the Tatooine twaddle.
We're gonna do the Dantooine dangle.
Is that your Vulcan vulva?
How'd you like to feel my Mos Eisley?
I'm gonna need you to hut that Jabba.
I got your Boba Fett. I got your Boba Fett right here. Yeah.
If you give me some of that Romulan rise. Do you want a
You know,
data date?
I wonder. I
You want a data diddle? The data diddle.
the data diddle.
It's a sex act signified by lack of emotion and,
So
and
just
pure rudimentary machinery work. So
so just
basically, so
so just
basically
two
every prom night frolic.
so just two people just doing this.
Just like the Coneheads movie where they're just like,
We come from France.
we come from France. Listen, I am convinced that the Easter egg in
So,
Coneheads was that their
Borg booty
heads were
back
used
up.
as butt plugs.
Justina, nothing
That
beats a
beats a
Borg booty
Borg
back
booty.
up. Hit him with the Cardassian cooter waller.
The force is lengthy this with this one. Your lightsaber, your lightsaber is girthier than most. He gives Luke, I am your father, a whole new meaning.
So, right?
However, they're holding true to the white bread by fucking your sister.
Got to keep it accurate. Got to keep it accurate.
We, we like period accuracy,
So, you know?
which is exactly what she said.
Mm-hmm. So I like period accuracy. The name of their sex tape.
Listen, I've never been brave enough to make my own sex tape because I worked in divorce and I saw how many of them made their way through the courts.
Oh my God.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I
I want
almost
to do
got
that same shit.
arrested. I almost got arrested once for for hacking into a system
That had a bunch
because
of porn.
no, the thing was is that it was because a guy he had brought in the system, you know, say that hey, he owned his business and he was upgrading, new systems and wanted to transfer all the data off of.
Did he have some nasty shit on his computer?
No,
Mm.
that's just it. He was trying to find something because he's going through a divorce. Didn't know about this because all he said was, he's transferring data from one to another. But he forgot the password and needed somebody to hack into it. So my dumb ass did.
You
So
backdoored your way in, huh?
yeah, transferred everything over, let him know it's there, and then I'm off of work for for a couple days after that, and I come back in and I find out that there was a lady that came in with a cop wanted to find that exact computer, and then said that they were going through that she is the guy's wife. They were going through a divorce, and he's trying to find any kind of evidence against her that says that she was cheating.
So he took her laptop and transferred all the data off. Oh, I've seen this shit
Yeah,
happen. I've seen.
and and before he could get there to pick it up, that's when she got there.
You
Before
must have
he,
had a tracker on that thing.
I don't know,
Officer, it's here. Officer, it's here.
but if he had gotten there before she did, I'd be in jail for hacking into that system.
Well, you didn't know. A defense attorney could beat that. I bet you his dumb ass paid with a credit card that they shared and she saw the charge pop up and was like, what the fuck is he doing at a computer store? And where the fuck is my laptop? That bitch! End scene.
No, actually, it wasn't that. What I'm thinking, what it probably was we had a policy that, we had to, let the customer know, at least every day, status on it, whether it's done, progress, anything like that. So I got done that day. And I called the guy, said, and I left a message on his voicemail at work, at his work, at his business.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess apparently she checked it, and that's when she came down there.
So her ass is doing dirty too? I mean, that's caught
No,
getting caught.
no, she wasn't doing anything dirty. That was just it.
She was sneaking into his work voicemail for what? Was she trying to catch him
No,
cheating?
no, that was the work. That was their work voicemail. Period.
Oh, they work
So they
together.
worked together. Yeah, they owned the business
So
together.
she got that shit.
Yeah, because they owned the
Mm.
business together, and they were going through a divorce. So he was trying to find anything to any kind of evidence that would show that she was cheating. He brought that computer in, and I thought, my
Did
dumb
you
ass
find
thought,
any
yo,
evidence of
he
her
he
cheating? Was she fucking around?
no.
Was
Only
there
thing
any?
was on it was just you
Pictures
know,
and shit.
just
Work
regular pictures,
documents.
just work documents, work pictures, you know, like average stuff you would see
So there's nothing
on.
even juicy on there? He went through all
No,
that for nothing even juicy?
yeah, no, nothing
Rod,
on
at
him.
least like sniff her shit and see if it smells like spunk when she comes home and showers. It's that
So, I
fucking
mean,
easy.
yeah, they'll only have one. I've only had one person ever that brought in their computer that just had shit tons of porn on it. Only have one.
I've seen a lot.
And the only thing he was ever scared of was was me having to delete any of his porn. He didn't care about anything else.
Whatever you do, dude, don't delete
Don't delete
Drive
this
P.
folder. Say whatever you do, don't delete my documents folder. See? Now why do you have to say that?
Why you gotta say it that way?
Because
And now I feel like I need
honestly,
to make
I
sure
was gonna
nobody's underaged.
yeah, and now I was gonna leave it alone. I was never gonna bother with it. Now I gotta look. I
I gotta
gotta
look.
look now.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything to you about it unless there's something.
Now if you have something questionable on it, then
I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm gonna call somebody. But okay, if all you got is big booty Brazilian bitches on it, then hey, we got the same taste, brother. We got the same taste. You know what I
Listen, I worked a divorce once where the guy
mean?
had kitty porn on his shit and it
Mm-hmm.
was found out. Like, he brought me like a drive, like an external, like what I have to keep like my videos like this and stuff on. He brought me
Uh-huh.
one of those. And so I took it over to IT and I said, make sure it doesn't have, like any bugs or anything on it, right? And then brought it and then they sent it back to me. They were like, you're good to go. You can download it. And I'm a busy person whenever I work in a law office. Like, I'm a busy bitch. Okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to sit there and weed through and be like, oh, okay, this folder says this and this. I'm going to download the whole fucking thing and then just delete what I don't need later so that I can give you back your
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to sit in my office and something happened to it, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it needs to get its way back to you. And so I just make a copy of everything
And
onto, one of our servers and I go through it later when I have time. When I have budgeted in my schedule time for your bullshit, right?
mm-hmm.
Dude had little kids like all over it. I went to the attorney and I was like, we have a problem. And he's like, what? And I was like, I think we need to call the cops. And he's like, what? And so, like, I showed him a couple of the pictures, like, just kind of like putting my hand up so that, because I mean, I'm a mom. I'm not going to let you see their biddies, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Like
said,
I
this
mean,
was on the hard drive that he brought in. And he goes, how do you know it was on his hard drive? I was like, because I didn't have the time to deal with the hunting and the fishing within his bullshit, unorganized stuff. So I just copied everything and said I would go through it later. And guess what? I copied kitty porn.
so
And he's like,
yay.
well, fuck. He goes, do we still
Say
have the external? And I was like, yeah. He goes, delete that shit off our servers.
say, oh yay.
It's an interesting phone call to tech to IT support. I was like, "Hey,
Oh
so
God.
yeah, so all that shit I just put on the server, I'm gonna need you guys to completely wipe that shit off, like no trace, please.
Like everything. I
Make it
just
like it was never even there." And he goes, "Why?" And I was like, "Don't look at any of it.
I see why you have to
Just
say that.
fucking get rid of it."
Why you have to say that? Because instantly that's the first thing they did.
Right. They were like, What the fuck is what the
Like,
fuck is
come
this
on.
shit?"
Like, look.
But see, we worked with decent people, so I'm pretty sure the first picture they opened, they were like, "Oh, hell no," and it was gone. Because, all of
Mm-hmm.
us enjoy life on the outside. We
Right?
kind of prefer to be able to go get trash Taco Bell at 2 a.m. when we want to,
Mm-hmm.
after the trees have parted ways.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
that was an interesting case because whenever it came time to go to court, and of course, when you're in the middle of a civil action like a family law or something like that, and you're sitting in jail, it's really just up to the jailers if and the judge if they want to order you to be brought to the hearing because they got to pay transport costs and everything else. There's a lot of
mm-hmm.
times when you're incarcerated They get what they want because you're in default. You didn't show the fuck up. Well, but I couldn't. I was in jail. Well, you don't
Sorry.
go to jail.
Oh, sorry. But yo,
Nobody came and got me. We're not obligated to. And so, when we went to court, the judge asked the husband's attorney, "Where is your client?" I listen, that was a Trump level fucking cover up spin job that he tried to pull in the beginning. Okay. Like he was, I'm sorry, Your Honor, my client is currently indisposed. And the judge goes like this. His glasses, of course, they were like right here. He goes. He and he continued to blink for about 30 seconds before that attorney goes, "Well, he's just unfortunately he's not in a location where he is freely available to appear before the court this morning. We had filed a motion to continue. You set a hearing as they filed a resistance to that motion, and I believe that we should dispense with that first." And the judge still doing this. Okay. The judge goes, "And what location is he in at this time, counsel?" And the go. He goes, "Well, it's one that he can't freely leave, Your Honor. He's going to need some time to prepare." And the judge goes, "Is he in the is he in the hospital?" "No, Your Honor." "Is he currently out of the country?" No, Your Honor." "Well, that really only leaves one place, counselor, that your client could be, that he can't readily leave." Counselor goes, "Yes, Your Honor." And the judge goes, "Counselor, is your client incarcerated currently?" That attorney picked up a folder, started flipping through fucking papers, set that folder down, picked up another folder. What the fuck he thought he was gonna do with the time he was trying to buy? I just picture in his brain, he's like, "What the fuck do I say? What the fuck do I say?" And so the judge is literally just after the judge, he sits back and
That'd
he
be
goes,
killing me every time. That's killing with just the blink.
he goes, "Counselor, where is your client currently?" And please advise me with specificity. The counselor goes, "Your Honor, I'm not going to beat around the bush." "No shit, you not." The judge was looking down, right? He was looking down. He goes,
You've been doing it so far.
"We're 15 minutes into a motherfucking hearing and we still don't know where the fuck your client is, sir. And by my calculations, and I've been making tick marks because this is fucking hilarious, he's asked you 8 times." And so finally, he goes, "Your Honor, I'm not going to beat around the bush. My client is currently incarcerated for some questionable material that was found on his personal computing device." The judge, "Counselor, what questionable material was found on his computer?" He goes, "It might have been some pictures." Mind you, when you are paralegal support in a hearing, you don't say shit. You don't laugh. You don't do like this the whole time. If you can't fucking just like this. When I tell you that I was pinching the inside of my fucking thigh through my pocket to keep my mouth the fuck shut, when I really wanted to jump up and be like, "Your Honor, he's talking about kitty porn." Dude was diddling himself to fucking toddlers. He's in jail because they're trying to decide whether or not he's gonna be charged with something more.
He's in jail
He's
because he's
not gonna make it to anything that you continue.
a pedo. He's in jail because he's a pedo.
My attorney
Stop it.
my boss, he finally stands up and he looks at the judge and he goes, Your Honor, it would seem since my client is unwilling and honestly unable, and I heard her go, I'm not unable, to bail her soon-to-be ex-husband out, we would ask that the court hear arguments for default judgment at this time. The judge. Counselor, do you have any opposition to that since your client isn't available? The judge goes, all right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to enter temporary orders along with a restraining order. And I'm going to order that the children be put through a forensic evaluation to ensure that they were not the subject of any of those photographs. It's like, you fucking dumbass. On what planet would you bring that shit for somebody to fucking copy? He gave me, mind you, he gave me like 3 legal pad sized papers giving me like the addresses, like the file address, the file tree of where to find the documents he wanted me to download. Front and back. Front and back.
All
Bitch,
right.
you're not the only case I work on. That shit's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go into a folder. I'm gonna select all. I'm gonna click open, and I'm just gonna start closing shit I don't need. And shit I do need, I'm gonna hit Control S and do a save as on my system. And the rest of your shit's going away. Like, I don't need to keep it. What the fuck were you thinking? And why the fuck would you have your kitty porn in the same picture folder as pictures of your kids that you plan on using to prove that you're an engaged father?
Like, was that your thing? You know, they'll never find it here.
Right.
It's like you put all your pictures, you put it in a new folder that says "See pictures."
Listen,
In
all
a
I can
bot.
say is when your paralegal calls you for discovery, okay? When your paralegal calls you for discovery, if you are not their fucking client, maybe spend the time gathering just the shit you want them to have. And it's always a good idea to hire your attorney before the kitty porn is found on your fucking shit. Because why in the fuck would you ever hand opposing counsel some of your shit? That's what attorneys are for. We go through it. We make sure that you don't get busted. Had you hired that attorney beforehand,
Wise
they
words from
probably would have
Bunny.
done exactly what you wanted.
Words to live by from Bunny.
Take the time, folks. Take the time.
Let it soak in. Let it soak in. You know, 2 things. Shut the fuck up. 2.
Justina said he's in the UFO house.
Say get an attorney before it's too late.
Listen, okay, if you're getting divorced, this is your syllabus. Step 1, determine who the fuck is leaving the house.
All right.
Step 2, go hire a fucking attorney. Step 3, let the fucking attorney do their job.
That's
3 simple steps. 3 simple steps.
That's it.
3 simple steps.
Just show your dumb ass up to sign shit, whatever you need to sign, and then
understand that there's a reason you're paying them $250 to $500 an hour. and let
Yeah.
them do their
So
fucking jobs.
so again, just mm, and sign whatever they tell you to sign.
Sign whatever they tell you to sign and keep your mouth shut and make sure you make it to that witness prep meeting, because especially if you're somebody, listen, I did a case once. It was an employment discrimination and religious discrimination and nationality discrimination case against a very, very large corporation here in the nation. Like we're talking Fortune 50 type corporation, right?
Okay.
Our client was a Pakistani Muslim. So, he had prayer time every day, and there were certain requirements that had to be done to keep him clean for his prayer time and all of that stuff, right? He was a Scrum coder, engineer, whatever, right? Like worked in Scrum
Mm-hmm.
and Waterfall and all that, right?
Okay.
Wasn't so good at his job. He has a few problems. The company, mind you, brought in high-powered attorneys from Chicago. They
Okay.
they they fucking they listen, they rolled into this little podunk ass Midwest town like the damn mafia, okay? Like coming in black SUVs and shit, right? Walking in
Mm-hmm.
like some Good Fight, The Good Wife movie scene where they're just pulling boxes and shit behind them. 4 attorneys, 3 paralegals, fucking everybody's in black suits and ties, right? Like just fucking put together. Here we come.
Okay.
Here we come. The attorney, the attorney that I was working for at the time, um, he rolled up in a suit that had holes in it. He's not poor.
Yeah. So you're saying he showed up in his church outfit? It was holy.
It was
It was
ill
holy.
fitting. It was like, my guy, like, your dad is a multimillionaire. He started this firm. He is
So,
highly sought after across the nation for some of the work he does. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a fucking named partner, bro. The fuck? Anyway,
so
anyway, our lovely client was supposed to testify for like an afternoon, right? It
uh-huh.
was happening around Thanksgiving, like it was coming up on the Thanksgiving holiday. We had a jury. The trial itself wasn't supposed to be more than like 5 days at max, right?
Okay.
Dude spent 3 fucking days on the stand because he was so hard pressed to tell his story. I cannot listen the number of objections for relevancy, asked and answered, a hostile witness, um,
Not the hostile witness.
hostile witness.
God damn. That's how you know you fucked up.
And what's worse is like I did not like this client. What's worse is, I have a cross that I wear sometimes, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my videos you could see my cross. I've had that cross since I was 18, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing that cross. I used to wear it religiously. um
Ha
and
ha.
so
I see what you did there.
did you catch that? It took a second, but that's
Uh-huh.
okay. It hit home.
So like,
Um
hey, you see that? It didn't go there.
yeah,
It,
like
it, it stopped
listen,
right
you
there.
got it. You got it so quickly
Mm-hmm.
it blew your hair off.
Absolutely. But continue.
So we were sitting outside the courtroom, and like a paralegal's job whenever they are paralegal support in trial, one of their jobs is basically to like babysit the client, right? Like you got to hang out with the client, make sure they don't talk to anybody, make sure nobody talks to them, make sure they don't spill any information, shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting out directly outside the courtroom door where everybody goes in and out, okay? Because this is a Midwest town like courthouse, right? Like it's like the dome and shit, right? So we're sitting there. Of course, people are
Mm-hmm.
going in and out, and I'm sitting there playing a game on my phone. It's It's like one of those games that like you beat a level and you go to the next one and it's like matching shit and you're like building stuff and stuff like that, right? And I was
Okay.
pretty deep into that game. Like I had gone pretty far, right? And the dude was like, "Oh, are you playing such and such game?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm at blah blah blah." He goes, "Well, I've already finished it." Good for you. I haven't,
Fantastic.
you know? And so we're sitting there and he goes, "I can't help but notice that you're wearing a cross. Are you a Christian?" And I'm not one to like beat my Bible, you know. I'll give testimony when it's asked for and stuff like that, but I'm not going to come up to you and be like, "In the name of the Lord," you know, shit
Yeah.
like that, right?
Coming
Like,
with a praise Jesus.
right under his eye, blessed be. And so, like, it's not something like, but they're saying, I don't brag about being a Christian, but there are signs. And so I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I don't really talk religion with people, because, never turns out well. But I am a
Mhm.
Christian. And he looks at me, mind you, we are
Okay.
literally fucking behind schedule on a case where he is suing a top 50 company for religious discrimination. It's a foundational fact. This motherfucker looked at me and said, "So, how does it feel knowing that you worship a God that doesn't exist?" I'm sorry. What in the fucking Allah was that? I looked at him. I said, maybe we shouldn't talk while we're sitting here. This would be a good time for you to focus on something else that doesn't require verbalization. I'll,
I I not sure how to process that.
I mean, I'm sorry, what? Aren't you suing this major corporation, this worldwide dominating corporation in their niche for like hundreds of thousands of dollars for
Hmm.
discriminating against your Muslim religion?
Yeah. And uh and I, I, sir,
I think we need to redirect here, sir. And speaking of redirecting,
sir.
we are 12 minutes past our cutoff time. Thank you so much, Angry, for joining me tonight. It has been
Not a
absolutely
problem.
thrilling. I would love to have you back anytime you would like. Just shoot me a message and you already know how to log in. Bring
So
yes.
yeah, yeah, absolutely,
Loads of
absolutely.
fun.
So you're gonna be on Rules of Nerdquisition tomorrow. We're gonna talk horror movies, right?
I can
Are you gonna?
absolutely do that. I
Yes.
can even wear my horror movie shirt. Send me the deets and I
Yes.
will definitely be there. Can I shamelessly plug my channel while I'm there?
Absolutely. Shamelessly
Yes!
plug away because it'll
Oh,
be me, you, and Gambit talking horror movies because,
excellent. Gambit has
you
agreed
know,
to come on Saturday Shit Show too.
yes. Because,
I'm
yeah.
really thinking that Gambit and I need to explore our relationship in bringing Diddley
You know,
LLC
to
and
life.
Struggle of Condoms to life. I feel like
Hmm.
Spencer's would definitely sign a contract with us.
They would benefit from struggle love condoms.
And in case you missed last night's podcast, I don't know if you made it in, but I am starting a new venture. I think I discussed it with you, a new venture on my Etsy where I'm going to make
Mhm.
polymer clay butt covers for kitty cats that are in the shape of a butt
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
Because I
hanging
remember because
nuts,
of yeah, we talked about the butt jewels.
the truck nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Those will be coming out just in time for Christmas.
Oh snap!
Get your pet something personalized to put under the tree.
So get your cat butt a cat butt.
Exactly. And I work from home, which means that when I'm not doing data entry, I can be working on your assholes.
See? So get your asshole shipped out. Get your asshole shipped out today so your dog can have an asshole tomorrow.
Well,
Or
it's
your
not for
cat.
dogs. It's not for
Oh, I'm sorry.
dogs.
Get your
Because
asshole
think
today so
about
your
it.
cat.
Dogs like to, like they do a lot of the fucking
All right. Well,
pudding trail dragging, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So get
And
your
I
cat an
feel,
asshole today.
yeah, get your cat an asshole ass cover today. Tell me what your cat is interested in and I will flare it up. Glittered, metallic, you want it in
That's it.
14 karat gold overlay, you want it bedazzled. You
We
want me
got
to
it
put
all.
little lizards and mice on there. Maybe they like to play with a ball of yarn. We could definitely have a string coming out of their ass. Do you have long hair? And occasionally have to pull that turd, that hair wrapped turd out of their dangle butt?
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
happens. It happens. It's
Every now and
okay.
again.
There's
Yeah.
no shame. You know what? Listen, and I can do the turd dangle part in brown gems so that it's sparkly.
Ding. Oh, that's past my bedtime. I'm going to bed
I am
because
too. Thanks, everybody. Catch me tomorrow on Rules of Nerd Position. And then don't miss Monday Night Mayhem. Whoop 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 whoop. I believe I am going to have a guest host for that, but if not, then Angry I may shoot you a message to come play with me on Monday night.
hey,
Um, and
I'm
Tuesday
free.
tarot. And then obviously we're back next week for Friday fuckery. It's gonna be Halloween night. We're gonna be some spooky ass bitches. Okay. Angry, thank you again. It is always a pleasure, and I look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow. Good night,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Take care, everyone.